What is going on, everyone? It's SHSL Blaze here, and I just wanted to make a quick video just talking about what was my worst V3 execution. I really appreciate all the support you guys have given me, and I really appreciate the support you guys gave me through the live stream series that we did of Danganronpa V3. I really appreciate it, guys. You guys were there for your boy. You had your boys back. We even hit the trending page on YouTube. It was really awesome. Thank you all for coming to all of the live streams. Some of you guys, every single one of them, you were there. You have my back. You inspired me to do YouTube full-time, and you guys are fucking awesome. Let me just say that right now. So with that being said, we're gonna jump into the video. Worst V3 executions. Play the goddamn intro. That man, he honestly got like a mix of Leon, Kuwata, and Celeste's execution mixed into one. That was terrible. That was fucking gross. Wow. They really just did that. And they had one of the fucking bears have a baby praying mantis come out of her fucking stomach and kill the other bear and then kill Gonta. What the fuck did I just watch?
He didn't fucking deserve this.
She sounded like she put some power behind that. She didn't fucking deserve this. Thank you so much, Sergio Perez. Thanks for the $2 through Super Chat. I really appreciate it. Rest in peace, Gonta. We just need a moment of silence. There's a lot of donations going on.
Ghana ashamed of what he did. Ghana sorry. Angie said Atua will let Gonta into heaven, where Ghana will become an angelic gentleman. Gonta never go to hell. Gonta is gone now. Gonta will miss all of friends in chat. Hashtag bugs out for Gonta.
Bugs out for Gonta, guys. Bugs out for Gonta. I just rolled the clip. Yes, I did. Your boy SHSL Blaze was completely broken after the Chapter 4 trial. In the execution, Gonta's execution, I was broken, guys. And I'm going to have to go ahead and say it right now that this was probably the worst death that I have seen in Danganronpa so far. It probably destroyed me the most. It put me in the most despair. I'm gonna say that right now. I know what you guys are thinking. What about the Chiaki death? What about the Fuyuhiko death? Oh, we saw you during the Nagito death too, Blaze. I know you did. And I was broken during those. But I feel like this one was more close to the heart. This one was more personal. I just felt like I was in Gonta's shoes. The man was a gentleman. He was innocent through the whole entire game. And he used his niceness through everything. The guy was kind. And I think a lot of us nice people can put ourselves in Gonta's shoes and honestly relate to him in so many different ways. And I would have to say the Oma and Gonta relationship is super relatable. I was in a friendship where I felt like I was being used during the whole thing, where I felt like my niceness was being abused for the other person's benefit, and it really sucked at the end of the day. And when I had my back turned, when I had full trust in said person, they stabbed me in the back as hard as they could, and that is what Oma did to Gonta. And when I saw Gonta get executed in one of the most gruesome ways that could ever happen in Danganronpa, I said, man, this is not even right. I cannot believe that the gentleman, Gonta, the ultimate entomologist, was disrespected in this way. And if you keep watching this live stream after this execution, I hated Oma to death. I literally went off on the man, and a lot of people in the live stream chat were getting mad at me because I was firing back at Oma. They were like, leave Oma alone, he's innocent and stuff, which I mean, later on I figured out, and everybody was like, he's misunderstood, and I found out later on in the game he is a misunderstood boy. But at this point, you saw the anger, the hatred, and I even explained in that live stream that I was frustrated that Oma would do such a thing to Gonta. And I know a lot of people fired back at me on that live stream, and they were like, well, don't hate Oma for that, you can't hate him. And I was like, how can you guys like Oma for doing this? And a lot of people were not happy. They were not happy about my opinion, but I was just feeling so hurt. I just saw myself as Gonta, and I didn't feel like he deserved this kind of a death. And you know what, leading up to all this, he was so naive. It was so bad, guys. And just seeing him, accusing him of murder, and him just sitting there like, no, it wasn't me, I didn't do it, I don't know anything about it, when he truly didn't know anything about it, felt so bad, man. I honestly cannot believe that I had to sit through this trial. And I was already pretty tired in this trial because I had played the game for a very long time that day. I think that stream was about 5+ hours or so. So I was already pretty frustrated and tired after going through that whole entire trial. And then seeing an outcome like that, man, I had to let my anger and frustration and tiredness out on Oma. But of course I was wrong, you know, Oma definitely changed my opinion, and I ended up liking him later on in the game. But I think we should all have a moment of silence for Gonta. And I kind of made this video just to kind of think back at this moment and just to talk about it for a little bit, because I know a lot of people were asking me, well, what was the worst V3 execution for you, Blaze? What do you think was the most horrible execution? And I feel like this was it. This was it. And I don't think it was just the most horrible execution for this game. I just feel like it was the worst one for the entire series. And I don't mean worst one as in it like sucked. I mean worst one as in like it hurt me the most. It put me in the most despair. And yes, I already know a lot of you guys that were at the live streams witnessed my reaction to the Kurumi execution. And yeah, I was broken in that too. And don't let me fool you. That was a close runner-up to this Gonta one. Trust me, it was a close runner-up. But no, the Gonta one hit me more personally. And I felt like that the whole lead up, seeing Oma and Gonta's relationship, seeing how one-sided it was and how Oma was using his kindness, and it just wasn't cool, man. I just did not enjoy seeing this man executed. And the whole Monofani, the bug coming out of her, it was freaking gross, man. It was disgusting. I cannot believe that. This has to be one of the most disgustingly brutal, horrible, insert more adjectives into this, because that's how bad this execution was. I'm sorry. And you know what? I'm just gonna end off this video by saying I love Gonta's character, guys. I really do. And I wish he would have survived this entire game. I wish he would have lasted to the end and he escaped the school. That would have been so awesome to see. And I wish he was the one to break the trope of the big guy dying. I actually wanted him to make it to the end of the game. Of course he didn't, sadly. And we got our trio, Himiko, Maki, Shuichi. I can't be too upset about that. That's a really good lineup, actually. So with that being said, Gonta, I'm really sorry that this happened to you, man. And I'm gonna miss you.
Hope will never die. Still think of that time.